Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Tuesday, September 10th, 2024. Let's find out what's going on the economic calendar for today. We got only the medium and high importance data on our list, and what do we have here? Asian session data, building approvals and NAB business confidence data from the Australia, most likely in line with the expectations. Chinese data, exports beat the expectations of 6.5% with the actual number of 8.7%. It's of course better than the previous number of 7%, and the trade balance in dollars increases to $91 billion. Imports 0.5%, worse than expected 2%, and worse than previous reading of 7.2%. London session UK data, average earning index plus bonus below the expectations, 4% only. Expectation was 4.1. Climate count change 23,000.7, which is way worse than expectations of 95,000.5, way worse than the previous reading of 135,000. And employment change increases to 265,000, beats the expectations of 115,000. Unemployment rate as expected 4.1%, decreases from 4.2%. German CPI data, CPI in line with the expectations, minus 0.1% on the yearly basis, on the monthly basis, yearly 1.9%. European Union economic forecasts are scheduled for release at 11 o'clock together with the German 10-year Bund auction. OPEC monthly report from the US is scheduled for release at 1 o'clock. And then we got the Bank of Canada Governor McClellan to give a speech at 2. At 6 o'clock, we got the EIA short-term energy outlook, and then 15 minutes later, we got the FOMC member Bowman to give a speech. At the end of the day, we got the 3-year note action scheduled for release at 7 o'clock, and API weekly crude oil stock at 10:30. So we will definitely take a look at the crude oil today. But because of this data from the Eurozone and from the UK, we need to take a look at the euro-related pairs as well. So we'll start with euro-dollar as usual. So let's just start with the euro-dollar. And this is the 4-hour chart of the euro-dollar. As you can see, we have this bearish engulfing pattern after the very strange looking pin bar occurred. We broke below the blue trend line, of course, and now we're testing the lower levels of the supply zone, 1.1027, local low 1.1029, and we consolidate around this area. The market conditions, the sentiment, the RSI is still negative, only 38 points. If there is a extension to the downside of this movement, of this recent movement here, we should expect the level of let me just take a look, 1.1004 to be tested, and this zone here that you see right now, it's labeled as the supply, as the demand zone, will become the supply zone after this false breakout confirmed that any upside movement is likely false. So false breakout, extension to the downside, test of the crucial demand zone. It looks like it is going to be broken soon. Then the next target is 110.04, and this will become the supply zone. So by the end of the week, we might even retrace lower, and we might even hit this level, for example, like 1.0950. All right, so please pay attention to the euro dollar. British pound is actually not doing much after the yesterday's movement down towards 1.3057. Slight bounce towards the other local technical resistance is taking place. Let me just mark some important intraday technical resistance. 1.3109 is one of them, and the other one is 1.3101. So there's like a 8 pips zone for the bears. It doesn't actually look that much bullish whatsoever. Momentum is still negative. Momentum is still very weak. We should see sooner or later retracement towards 38% of the Fibonacci retracement level, 1.3033 roughly. So please stay focused with the cable as well. Let's find out what is crude oil doing. Just ahead of the data, we got the double bounce from this zone located between 66.84, 67.71, so roughly 100 pips a zone. But the market is actually trading still around the 50 periods moving average. The local technical resistance, let me just zoom in a little bit. The local technical resistance for the in the 4-hour chart is located roughly around this level here, 68.81, and as you can see, any bounce to the upside is being basically suspended, and there's still a reversal and upper long shadow on every 4-hour candle, which is trying to break above the level of 70 towards 71. Being up, big upper shadow, big long upper shadow, and then there's bearish engulfing, and then there's slight bounce. However, this bounce didn't even break significantly above the technical resistance, 68.81. Now we are trying to return to the downtrend, possibly testing this zone here just before the market data release. Momentum is negative, momentum is weak, around 37 points only. The outlook for the crude oil ahead of the data release remains bearish. Let's take a look at the we got data from the Australia, so for today. Let's take a look at the Australian dollar. The 4-hour chart of the Australian dollar is showing us the sustained downside movement below the 50 and 100 periods moving average towards the extremely oversold conditions. These conditions corresponds to the level of 6,647. That's the local technical support. There isn't any important technical support around this level except this one here. So maybe that is the level the market wants to test, 6,645. So for now we got a slight bounce. However, the upside is limited, as you can see, because there is a level of 6,688, very close to the recent prices, and it looks like the market doesn't want to move above it, and it doesn't have enough momentum to move above it. 41 points only for now. We are trading below 50 and 100 periods moving average. The outlook remains bearish. Even if we add some kind of a trend line here, it doesn't actually means that much, because let me just change it for the typical colors. The orange trend line, as you can see, has been rejected 2 times already, so the market is showing us very strong bearish pressure on Australian dollar. So maybe the level of 6,647 will be eventually broken finally, and then the next target would be somewhere around 6,571. And last but not least, we are taking a look at the Bitcoin. The recent rally from the lows of 52,536 has been capped at the technical resistance. We spoke about this technical resistance, roughly around 57,800. The local high was made at 58,059, just above the 100 periods moving average on a 4-hour chart. We have a very nice breakout to the upside above this trend line. There is still room to the upside. Look at this. We got the momentum only roughly around the level of 62 points. So we might see higher levels here, 58,540 and even 60,000 dollars might be hit today. So please keep an eye on the Bitcoin, keep an eye on the current situation on this cryptocurrency, because we got a bullish breakout above the trend line resistance. That might be significant. That might be something interesting here. If we apply our Fibonacci retracement to the charts, we can see, let me just take a look, because it doesn't always shows the correct way. There you go, this is it. So what do we have here? Potentially 38% has been already retraced, 57,430, and now we can go towards the 50%, which is located at 58,862, or even 61% of the retracement of the last swing down, which is over $60,000, $60,322 to be exact. So looks very bullish. There is a pin bar here, but if we won't break below 56,220, the outlook still remains bullish. There might be some sort of the pullback here made because of the technical resistance and the moving average presence. If there is a strong momentum, if the bulls want to go higher, we will roughly break above the 58,000 level, targeting the 58,923 as the next level for bulls. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.